Well, guys, a disclaimer before we even get into this video. This is another special video of me reviewing smaller content creators. I'm mainly doing my YouTube friends at the moment, and I wouldn't say me and this dude are YouTube friends just yet. I would say we're like acquaintances. Like we follow each other on TikTok, we like each other TikToks, but we haven't really talked like ever. We're mainly just supporting each other. And just a big disclaimer, everything that I'm saying in this video, don't take it to heart, all right? I'm very blunt, I'm very honest. That's just the way I go about these things when I'm trying to get my point across. Also, I wouldn't like this YouTuber if I didn't put this dude on my main channel, okay? I got him right here, all right? I got him as Home Slice, all right? So that's a pretty insane role to have, all right? That's a lot of responsibility. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You could literally like a bunch of my videos, be a YouTuber, say you want to collab, and you're probably going to be my YouTube friend. Just saying. But anyways, I like to go through these smaller content creators' channels and review their channel a little bit, and I like to do this. I don't know why people like it. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing it because I don't know. I like it. I feel like I give very good points out, and yeah, I definitely, I just like it. Nothing really about it. But today, in this episode, we're doing AllWhite95. Now, this was probably a surprise, but I'm literally just sitting here eating freaking breakfast, ketchup and eggs. It's a southern thing, all right? Don't judge the ketchup, all right? Hey, don't knock it till you don't try it, all right? There's a lot of judgmental people out there like, I'm Zione. So before you judge, try it for yourself, and you never know, you might like it. But yeah, so AllWhite95. I have to say, let me toot this dude's horn a little bit. When it comes to editing, pacing, length, this dude's got it. I don't know if you look at this dude's behind the scenes on TikTok, but bro, the amount of work that this dude puts into YouTube is absolutely insane. He has the 3FS niche down. Now, why did I say 3FS? We're gonna take a little sneak peek, but before we do that, yeah. So the biggest thing that you want to do as a content creator is organize your videos into playlists. I talked about this in my last video with Zione. You really just have to. And then when you put it on your homepage, like of your favorite stuff, it's just gonna look cleaner. Like, bro, you don't even got your homies in the, in the fucking homepage. You don't got your homies. You don't have your best playlist. You got shorts, which I would take shorts out. I would do videos and popular videos. And you basically got to clean this up so when someone new clicks your channel, they don't know where to begin. So I would get rid of the post, get rid of this, add popular videos, and then once you make a bunch of playlists, like let's say that you have an all scary games playlist where you have every single freaking scary game that you played in a single playlist, you could put it here and people would know where to begin, you know? Now we're gonna go. I watched a couple videos. If you couldn't tell, I watched his whole new video, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm definitely not the targeted audience. I'm 21 years old, and I wasn't really like as giggly as I thought I was gonna be because when I watch this dude's like TikToks, they're pretty profound and like pretty funny. But when I go to watch the videos, I wouldn't say it's an underwhelming experience, but it's not anything like your TikToks at all. I will say though, your thumbnails lately have been getting a little bit better. I ain't gonna hold you. I will still definitely highly encourage changing things up, especially with too much text and just grammar. It's too late. Yeah, that's the wrong two, buddy. It's TOO, two, not TO. But then again, the problem with these thumbnails when you put it behind like the actual figure, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of hard to read. I used to do this. It's not a good look. It's not a very good look for a thumbnail. Yeah, it might have gotten 174 views. And, for his channel is actually pretty good. But I'm just saying in general, like, when you try to make a thumbnail, the best case scenario, if you're going to go for the middle, try to create some space on top for, the dude, and just like kind of put him in the middle, and then put the text like right above his head so that people could read it. You definitely want to stay in the 3-word limit. I would definitely highly encourage that. The 3-word limit. If you do more than like 3, it kind of just looks cluttered. Like it kind of works for this, but like at the same time, like you can't even fucking read it unless you squint really good. So if you scream, you die. So like you just can't really do that. I would definitely stick to the 3-word limit. See, this is a little bit better because I can actually read it, but I don't know. It might be like a subjective thing, but another thing is color corrections. Some of your colors just look a little naked. It looks like I feel like for this type of thumbnail, I could easily replicate this. And you can't even see it. Like from my POV, you can't even see this dude off to the left. If you're going to do thumbnails, it's not the 3-point method. It's called the rule of thirds. Basically, in basic terms of photography, there's these 3 lines, and it's going to equal up to 9 squares. Now, the squares isn't what is important yet. It's actually the lines. So you want the figure, this dude, to be on the very left line, and then this dude to be on the right line. It could be his eyeball, it could be his body, it could be his head. It could literally be anything as long as it's on that left line vertically. And then this one, the right line vertically. Now for the squares, that's just space. So squares, for example, like if I could picture this correctly, like a grid, there's too much space on this top right. So you basically want to try to line up the dude perfectly in the middle. And then that's basically what the rule of thirds is. It just looks cleaner. It completes the space. And it just overall looks a lot better. Now we're going to go into the titles. The titles are a bit dookie butt, brother. This one ain't bad, but your lack of like capitalization is what is killing the grammar a little bit. Like this one, this Minecraft horror mod was traumatizing. I think you spelled traumatizing wrong. Yeah, you definitely spelled traumatizing wrong. That's okay. It's okay. I mean, I could definitely tell with the TOO, but traumatizing? Yikes. That's not a good look that you check your thumbnails for like grammar problems before you upload it. Because people think when you post titles, you don't have to worry about grammar. That is untrue. You got to make sure your title makes sense because it tells the story. So I would definitely capitalize horror, like the H, and then the mod, and then, the W, which you're not supposed to capitalize 3 words, but for this type of thumbnail and this type of video, you definitely should have. I will say, too, what does YouTube say that you don't even have channel data. So you're so inconsistent on YouTube that vidIQ doesn't even have like your upload schedule. I would definitely try to do an upload schedule, but if you got school, you got a life and shit, I totally understand. Trust me. I used to go to college 5 days a week, go home 40 minutes away on the weekends, work 3 days, then come back, rinse and repeat. And I used to upload every 2 days for 8 months straight. And along the lines, it got me burnout on YouTube, but then I started doing 1 week, like 1 video a week, so I could focus on that video with quality-wise and pacing, music, sound effects, a little bit of memes here and there. But overall, like, this isn't terrible. I feel like your titles, though, are definitely fucking up your new thumbnails, though, because these titles are not it, fam. Especially if you do parts. Like if you put the actual part in the title, that's also going to kill your algorithm. Because if you're going to be a gaming YouTuber nowadays, bro, Let's Plays are dead. Let's Plays are dead. They're cooked. The best case scenario is just finding the perfect title for the perfect thumbnail. You can't be putting like part 1, 2, 3, 4. I know you want to keep it that way, but that's why playlists exist. So when you make a playlist about Doki Doki, you can line it up in chronological order and then put the playlist in the description, and then people will click the playlist to figure out what part they're on. Then they'll go back to the first part and then watch through there. I will say you are not uploading that many shorts, which I don't know if you want to make a separate channel for shorts or use this channel for shorts, but I would definitely highly advise doing shorts. YouTube shorts on YouTube's algorithm is fucking OP, goated. It's literally insane. Like, literally one of my greatest shorts on my channel has like 27k to 30k views. I would definitely highly suggest doing that, but if you don't want to fuck up your channel and your channel to become a shorts form channel, I would highly advise making a second channel, AllWhite95 shorts, or just AW95 shorts. Keep it short and simple, and just post your shorts through there, and make sure you're uploading at least one short a day. So that's like 7 shorts a week, which is so doable. I have shorts laid out from now until May 14th. So, to be honest, it's really just your work ethic to see how much shorts you could really push out. I use my main channel for it because I have this ideology, like, yes, I know those shorts, like the people that subscribe to my shorts aren't going to watch my long form, but there's a small percentage that do, and the small percentage keeps increasing the more subs you gain. So let's say if I have like 1,000 subs right now, shorts wise, eventually down the line it's going to increase to 10,000 subscribers. Not only am I going to get subscribers faster from the shorts, but from the shorts alone, eventually that percentage is going to increase because I'm going to be more well known on this platform. That's how Queso blew up. People think Queso blew up because of his horror games. No, he actually blew up on TikTok first, doing NBA 2K trolls. Well, he didn't troll, but he made clips targeted towards himself, which made people target him in the comments. But he also did something else that was smart. Instead of getting offended of the fat jokes, he actually gave into the fat jokes and made them way more funny. Queso was just a genius in general when it came to shorts. And to be honest, that's the whole reason why he blew up in the first place, is not actually because of his TikToks, it's also because of his personality. Now we're going to talk about personality here soon. So yeah, I would definitely say upload more shorts, or just make a separate channel. Just upload shorts from there, dude. I will say, I do love that Vanos Gaming thumbnail. That's very fire. I will say, though, when you're following a niche, keep it in the same genre. I like what you're doing with horror games. We talked about this in my last video with Zioni. Zioni loves Marvel Rivals and horror games. I told him, if you want to do both, you got to upload more horror games than Marvel Rivals videos. So what I'm saying is, let's say that you post 4 videos a month. 1 per week, because there's 4 weeks in a month. You could do 3 horror games, 1 Marvel Rivals video. So I will say, trying to produce trying to produce a schedule is gonna fix your channel, and it's just gonna make you better in the long run, and you're gonna find more rhythm. It's gonna become more of a routine, because once you do YouTube as a routine, it's actually crazy how easier it is on your stress levels and, like, you know, your anxiety. So instead of like, oh, I gotta push a video out today, like, you could be like, I got like 2 weeks of videos already scheduled ahead of time. I could chill out for a bit, play some games with my homeboys, or you could just, you know, just upload whenever. But when you upload whenever, just make sure you're on a schedule. All right, now we already talked about titles being the biggest part of what's killing your new thumbnails. Now let's talk about your older thumbnails. Boop, way back at the bottom. I will say, I've seen worse, but I wouldn't put this to the worst here. I would put this to sucky. You know, these thumbnails could be better. I know you do, especially like thumbnails like this. You really want to stick to the 3-word limit. And then this is too hard to see. You should have put the dude on the middle to the right. And then the man from the shadows, you should have put it at the top in 1 line. But I would do, instead of the man from the shadows, I would do like came from shadows, or try to make it make sense with 3 words, because like it just, I don't know, the man from the shadows, I have to squint to read it, and if I have to squint to read it with contacts on, that's indicating that, you know, that's not really a decent thumbnail to read, because you also got to think about the mobile users. Now, YouTube is more mobile based than desktop users and TV users combined. There's way more mobile there's way more mobile users than there is desktop or TV users. Jesus Christ, I had a brain fart. Especially with these thumbnails, I would definitely use the rule of thirds. And then this thumbnail too, you can't even see what's happening. It looks like you're looking to the right and your mom's telling you that there's the dinner's in the microwave. I don't really see that thumbnail as scary. It's definitely not a subjective thing, because this is definitely something you need to work on, is these old thumbnails for sure. Now, you only been on YouTube for 7 months, and I have to say you're doing a very good job than most motherfuckers. When it comes to consistency, I would try to dial that shit down more, but your thumbnails are actually low-key looking fire, and then we're going to talk about your editing in a second, because if anything, your editing is pushing your channel out more, but your lack of titles and the lack of you not doing YouTube shorts, etc., promoting, it's kind of like killing your channel a little bit. Well, not killing, but like underperforming. Like, you could do more if you fix those things. So I'll definitely fix these titles, thumbnails. I would highly suggest too going to AI and brainstorming. I got Zioni on this method. When I mean brainstorming, I'm not meaning like get the title from AI, copy and paste and put it to your video. I want you to make your own titles, but if you lack creativity of titles, I would highly suggest going to vidIQ for advice on how to get better at titles. Definitely take their free courses, because they're free courses. I mean, it helps you in the long run to understand how the YouTube algorithm works. And also, when you use AI, use it for brainstorming purposes only. Do not ever take information from AI and put it in your videos. It's going to make them look like shit. All right? So just brainstorm with AIs on titles and prompts and all that. But if you don't want to use AI, just honestly take the vidIQ free courses, and then I guess become more transparent with learning more about YouTube titles and shit. But once you fix these old titles and shit, I would definitely highly advise doing that. Also, emojis. Don't put emojis in titles. Emojis actually kill your video on the algorithm, because it's not a real text. Text is way better than, in an emoji, because an emoji, it translates at this. It translate, like, say like you did the sad emoji, it translates as : sad underscore emoji : so it's actually not reading the emoji, it's actually reading the actual transcript from the emoji. So I would definitely not do that. Now, this one's actually a decent title. The Return of the Broken Script. That's a fire title. I love the way you capitalized everything here. It's very short, very profound. And then you got something like this. Yeah, it's getting crazy, where it's just all lowercase. Now, I don't know when he implemented the 3FS kind of thing. I will say though, we're gonna watch a video we haven't seen before. We're gonna look at the pacing. We're gonna watch it for like a minute and just see how the pacing is. I just want y'all to understand if it feels familiar. So we're gonna get into that. Yeah, let me turn on my headphones back. Okay, they're on. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh my God, dude, this webcam has so much noise. I will say though, your microphone carries your fucking channel, dude, because like the webcam quality, dude, it's actually like crazy how different the quality is. You definitely prefer sound over video when it comes to quality, but yeah, let's press play on that.
All right, guys, welcome back to another video. All right, in all seriousness.
Is that St. Mary in the background?
Hopefully like a 30-second long intro, then I'll get right into the video. I know.
Bro got the toes out too, bro. That's
Well,
ridiculous.
my schedule has been kind of booty.
I'm working on it, alright? I'm trying to...
Oh, I'm trying to get it back. Alright. I'll let gaming me take it from here.
Yeah. Yo, okay,
What
so
happened?
oh, but like, no, I'm just like trying to get it down. I'm trying to get it
I
down.
thought you got... I'm waiting for you in the lobby. We're gonna play hard mode, by the way.
We're gonna play hard mode?
We're
Oh,
going...
you're tweaking.
If any team member dies, death comes for everyone.
Hold on.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's how the Mr. Whitester does it, dude.
Bro, I'm not white though, I'm black.
My name is just I don't know, dude.
So, invite me.
How? Oh, here we
What
go.
the frick do you mean how? Wait, is it catching my mic in game?
Okay. So that's a minute of just watching, seeing how the pacing is. Your pacing, top tier, dude. Like, the fact that you got into the game in, like, what, 30, 40 seconds, kind of? You're just sitting at the menu, kind of. I will say, this is definitely a fire way to get the pacing going. But I have to say this, but dude, the 3FS thing, going for the 3FS thing, it could tank your future career on YouTube or help it. Now, I understand that when it comes to YouTubers, all of us got inspired by like a single creator alone. You know, when you look at my channel, you're like, okay, this dude got inspired by Markiplier. But do I edit like Lixian? No. I try to edit like my own self. When I record, I try to be myself. When you record, I'm not saying that you're like not being yourself, but I feel like when it comes to editing, I feel like you're trying to be somebody else. Does that make sense? I feel like you got the personality down, but when it comes to edits, hypercuts, memes every 3 to 5 seconds, camera animations, like, it's going to come to a point where you're editing for too longer than you have to be. Now, that could mean I'm not the targeted audience, because I don't think I'm the targeted audience in this video, and I'm 21. Most people that watch my videos are in their 30s or 40s. And I was going over Zioni over his statistics, and he actually gets more younger people than me, way more. So I think it's also because of your age, because like I feel like someone that's older might not watch your videos, but it also depends on their humor. Like, don't get me wrong, I love 3FS, he's a funny guy, but trying to implement his editing strategy in the long run, I'm not going to say it's going to kill your channel, but I will say if you do get popular off of being a 3FS cologne, I feel like in the long run, your career is going to be very short. But I will say, if 3FS is your main inspiration, that's fire. That's absolutely fire. But try not to always copy him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I look at this editing, especially when I watched your full Doki Doki video, this one, and almost this one, I have to say it's a lot like 3FS. Now, I think you should definitely keep doing what you're doing with the niche that you're going for, which is horror games. I think you're very hilarious for your age, but I just think your videos hit a little bit too much on the nose of who you're idolizing, if that makes a little sense. I'm not dissing you or anything. Like, I know your viewer retention rate is probably insane. The numbers are huge, but you got to think about this in the long-term run. Like, this isn't the most ideal thing to do in the future. You could disagree all you want, but trust me, dude, I have years and 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 years of experience on YouTube. And this is going to kill you, bro. I remember back in the day, bro, when I used to be a leafy cologne, bro. All right? Like, I've had my moments. I've had my moments. All right? I'm so glad I'm not that person anymore. But I will say, go for your personality more in these videos than trying to be like 3FS. All right? I feel like once you like show your personality more, people are going to like you more. Hands down. And then I'm not going to say that Let's Plays are dead. Just make sure you're changing the title up like it's a singular video alone. I was talking about Zioni about this. Like, when you do a God of War Let's Play, say like you wanted to, because I did it and I got rid of it on my channel. It's like privated. Make sure you're getting rid of like the parts. Just try to make like a standalone video on a God of War thing, put it in a playlist, and make sure it's in chronological order. That's literally all that matters. Also for, for like a profile and banner type thing, I love what you're going for. It's very goofy. I could definitely tell you what your personality is off rip. But this is pretty fire. I like what you're going for with AllWhite95, even though you can't see the text at all. But I like what you're doing with it. All right. I will say though, I would definitely highly encourage in the long run not be a 3FS clone. I'm not saying that your like personality is a 3FS clone at the end of the day. I'm saying the editing, which I would definitely, rebrand it a little bit for your older videos. I would say at this point is when you started making good thumbnails right here. That thumbnail right here, absolutely fire. And then from there until present, you're cooking. You're absolutely cooking. I think you got a lot of potential on this platform. I love the fact that you change up the fonts too. I love how you're trying to stay different. I love that you're trying to follow trends or play games that you used to play. I love that. I would definitely say change up the titles a little bit more, but dude, when it comes to editing and effort, like you are killing it, like absolutely killing it. I remember when you got introduced on Zioni's video of what was it, his 200 subscriber special. I looked on your channel and you were at 50 subs. Now you're at 273, bro. Like you should be proud of yourself, man, for how long you've overcome challenges of consistency. Like, even if you're still technically inconsistent, you're still consistent. And I love what you're doing with these videos, man. Like, out of all your friends, I have to say, you probably got the best editing, hands down. I can't wait to see in the future of you getting better equipment, like a better face cam and all that. And just because I'm not commenting on your videos, trust me, bro. I'll be watching. I'll be lurking, all right? Like, I'm not always, like, not watching other people's content. Like, I'm watching my boys, too, all right? I'm judging. I'm judging you based on your content. And I know there's some things I need to work on, too, but I feel like for how small your channel is, I feel like I can give some really great advice on it. You probably weren't expecting this, so I'm sorry if this was a surprise to you. But yeah, I think 30 minutes is enough, though. Hope you guys have a great day. Have a great night where you guys live. And I'm signing off. Adios.